Most Valorant players are like this chamber, just wandering, running around, tripping on their own guns, hoping that is criminal, that a Lord Savior would come and tell them the right way to play this game. My name is Happy, and I'm an Immortal 2 player who teaches people how to get better. Now you might be wondering, what the f is this round thing down here? Well, watch until the end of the video to find out. Today we're gonna be reviewing a golden Jett player who decides that he's better than his Cypher teammate, so he posts a VOD as well. We have reviewed this Cypher's VOD before. It was pretty bad, obviously. They're executing B. Jett dashes in. Quits the game. I mean, while my Valorant is loading, I want to tell you a story, and this is a story about me and my neighbor. Imagine this is my house, that's the street, and then we got the neighbors, and this is their massive garage. Now the problem my neighbors are having is that whenever they're backing off full four-wheeler car, they are afraid of the high-speed cars on this road, right? Reasonable. Now instead of fixing this problem by they literally have enough space, they could turn around right here and drive out of their place with your front part of the car. So you can see, okay, shut the fuck up. They could be using the front side, like, so then it's clear. All they have to do is just a left turn. Another thing they can do is whenever they're getting home, there's not that many cars in this area. Not that many cars. If they're going home, they can just go like this and back into their place. So the next time they can drive out with the front. Now this is not what the neighbors usually do, right? Their way of solving the problem was actually there's a man and there's a woman, right? The man is pretty chill, as my father said. The man one time came through and he's like, yo, we got a petition. We want to add these bumpers. You know, the laying down policemen is what they call, you know, these these bumpies, that they want to install one thing right here and one thing like somewhere on the other side of their house. They want their house to be protected by two of these bumpies. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants that. One time the woman came to my father right here and then started doing Karen stuff. You know, you get it. Yeah, this is my house. You're driving fast. Give me your signature so I can up your daily life. My father is like, no, get out of my house. Okay. Then somehow they go and they figure out a way. They put down a sign that says 30. And not 30 miles an hour, 30 kilometers an hour. That is freaking slow because this road is extremely open. It's extremely open. You can drive 90 if you want. Now legally you can only drive 50. But if you want it, it would actually be pretty safe for you to go 70. So now because of this 30 sign, kilometers, not miles. Miles, it would be, I don't know, 15, 17. Because of the sign, literally everyone who lives in this area, imagine all of these people, there are a lot of people with their families and their kids that they love. A lot of people right now are getting fines. They're getting tickets, they're getting their license taken away because of this stupid sign, because of this stupid woman. Nobody likes that. But Karens are, they're slowly taking over control of society. All of these houses do not think this is necessary, right? Including ours. We drive fast because it's all. The man doesn't even agree with it. The man is fine with it, by the way. Like he can back off, he can turn around in his house. It's the woman who does not know how to drive. And now we have this 30s. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. This is a Valorant video. I just want to share a story about how literally, like, if you want it, you can see the window. Yeah, you can actually see the sign. If you have any similar stories about your neighborhoods or your neighbors making your life miserable a little bit, you know, nagging, make sure to share them in the comments down below. I'll read them all. Now, thankfully, our neighbors don't play Valorant, because if we had to meet them here, it would be a massacre. And there would also be no filter. Imagine you meet your Karen neighbor in Call of Duty match. You are not getting out of there alive. Now, whenever you're dashing with Jett, this is so obvious, but do not go smoke and then dash, because what the f does that smoke do? right? The way you play with an entry duelist is you try to get across to some safe space, safer space, which in your situation is actually this spot right here, because once you get here you only have to clear this angle. You're kind of protected from that guy. If you die to that guy, you're gonna be traded from your team. You're protected from this, from this, from this, from everything, right? So the way your entry should go, you jump, you dash out, and you look at the sides, right? This is a smoke, so you can actually just go like this. So you whenever you're dashing, turn left and right. Oh, I'm doing the thing. This is smoke, but you do not throw the smoke here. You're smoked here, so you just go like that. And then you stop, and in your minimap, you're gonna reveal the enemy players by turning. You turn, you reveal the enemy players, then you wait for your team to go out. If you spot someone, like this club right here, you don't fight her immediately. First, you make sure that you're safe and no one's here, maybe no one's here. Then you wait for your teammates to flood through the smoke and start shooting at this club. When they start shooting at this club, you swing slightly back and you also shoot her. Then you wait more, somebody swings elbow like this, your teammates start shooting at this brimstone. Then you swing a little bit more like that, and you also start shooting at this brimstone. You do not fight first as a duelist. In low ranks, you don't fight first because your teammates are not gonna give you the support that you need. Okay. We have a mouse. We can turn around from things. There's a trip. Oh, you're stalling. There's one backside.
There's cams right here.
Oh shoot.
There's two over here.
Get out of my way!
Okay, so it's a 3v4. Very easily convertible.
One enemy remaining.
The last one is.
You have your dash, you have your updraft. You can cook with your dash here if you want it.
Play back. Does he have a mulling?
Right here.
Okay.
Just spam it.
The smoke's actually gonna drop, he cannot stick.
I think I can just swing.
No,
You could updraft to see if he's on it.
also through.
If it comes down to it.
Oh, there's another smoke.
Last player standing.
Nice stuff.
Last one done.
Okay, slightly too risky. Slightly too you won the round. Here, look at this. Mistake number 1 in this round. You already found one trap, which is amazing. And your Yoru has art. So you have to be the first one to make a move. You have to throw a smoke right there. Dash, look whether anyone's right here. While you're in the smoke, you wait for your teammates to come back. If they're shooting at the guy, you kill him. If there's no one here, you have two options, right? One option is you can always come to the art smoke and help your Yoru, because he's probably gonna flash out and you're gonna get some free kills. Another option is to just chill here, wait for your enemy teammates to come back, and then you can try to fight backside. Clean up backside. I recommend going art with your Yoru, because look how much space your Yoru has right now.
There's cams.
Oh shoot.
And now, as a duelist, I don't like you sitting here, because you're doing nothing, pretty much. You don't have enough space, so to speak. So it may seem like, oh, we 4v2 these enemies. Sure, but look, because you didn't take art with your Yoru, now you're not really sure what to do, and you guys all are just kind of chilling here. You have two smokes, but once they fade, you don't really know what you're doing, right? If you went with your Yoru and you traded him before, you would still be in this position. It would be a 1-for-1 trade. And now you can chill here. And if enemies push, all of you can always trade. Because you didn't take art, everything is so awkward. Like, okay, you guys got a 4v2 fight here against this Jett and a Glove. But while you did that, you could have very easily gotten shot from Flowers or that guy. Right here. You're holding it, and right now you could have... There's two enemies that's still alive, and they just They're not peeking dugout. Main thing I want you to focus as the duelist. If somebody goes beyond the sight limits, and what are sight limits? I would say, I guess, something like this. Someone goes beyond this, your teammates, I really want you to follow them. Whatever weird stuff they're doing, follow them. If no one's doing weird stuff, you call someone to do weird stuff with you. The most recommended part is to always go art, because if you can win art, enemies are basically, it's like a 90-10%. Like 9% that you're gonna win the round.
Oh my god.
Let's see again, same trip. Yoru is going for art, he got the kill, you still have not passed the choke point. You see what I mean?
Should do more art?
Yep.
Jett art.
And again, look at this. You see your Yoru. This is kind of the setup you guys are in. Your Yoru has passed through the post plant line. I want you to go and do weird stuff with him. And really, same on B site. And those lines would probably be right here. Right here. Heaven, I guess, if you can updraft and shit. If your Yoru is gonna be crossing these lines on B site, I want you to also go and follow him wherever he's going, to make sure he gets traded, and then you win the space, and then it's like a 90% chance to win the round.
Are you going up there?
Right. Yoru is ulting art. See one art. The guys are not fading, so I guess it's an A split, but we're not using any utility from the fade, and then we lose art fully,
Oh my god.
and
It's done.
you have to take some risk when you're in a position on a 2v5. You have to take some risk. That would be trying to jump over a Cypher strip. What the f?
No.
That's not taking some risk. Okay, see, your Fade took some risk, but now Fade is stopped taking some risk. By Fade planting here, she is guaranteeing to lose, because all of the enemies can just run you down with util.
There's gonna be a lot.
You have to stay silent. Whenever you're clutching, remember this, at the silent you are, the more nervous the enemies are. And that's what you want. You have to get in their head. Good. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Like, push flowers. Push dugout. Do something.
Last player standing.
Take 1v1s. Good. You have to keep taking 1v1s. They have the smoke on the spike. I like this. I like this. Unlucky. Good efforts. Good efforts.
Here.
Left side the hole.
See, your Yoru is going in. You have to go with him. Okay, he's dead.
What? 130 sage 6 back.
These are not good smokes again. It's a 3 versus 5. You have to take some risk. You have to fight this Viper. You do not want to use all of your utility and not even get a 1v1 out of it. Down numbers gotta take those fights. Because right now you're looking for the fights anyway. You know what I mean? Right now you want to look for the fights anyway, so you could have just taken the fight long range. And the longer range the fight is, the more unclear it is. And that's what you want.
Last player standing.
Yeah, now 2 people swing you like professionals. No one can defend that. We're pushing with Fade's ult. Yoru has the lurk. You pop the ult as well. We're not gonna dog, and we might lose a person here. Jett is not on A main, so you're fine to just walk down. Fade ult and you dashing would work actually here. You have to find the Cypher. There's no one here. Go, go, go. You have your ult. You gotta go. Okay, slightly too passive. Slightly too passive. Not slightly, like 5 times as fast. What's up with the brimstone?
you, Jett.
He's panicking. Oh, he's panicking. There's 4 here. There's 4. And 1 flowers.
Last player standing.
50 and clove.
Okay.
Flowers.
Okay. Whenever you have your ult, I want you to be much more aggressive. You dash in on the side, you find nothing. Your fade ult actually finds nothing. Go and push more in the flowers. 5v5 situation. Jett decides to take mid control. We spot their most aggressive person on art, which means we basically can push anything else we like. Yoru again making the plays first. Does go down. It's a 4v5. Art is smoked. They're pushing our backs. Are we gonna fight our backs? They have this spike. They could regroup and catch all of you guys off guard while you're still fighting middle. Jett finally decides to make his way. No, we don't need the spike.
Enemy kill.
Okay, that is a sage. That is a sage, which means that you can pick up the spike for free.
We're here. Could be go towards me.
You know what? It's so deceptive. I want you to look at this fight that she took. This couple shots.
We're here.
It's just you have to understand what the hell is happening here. It's like
We're here.
it's so hard to explain as well. The way you want to take fights is you want to stand here pre-fire and spend as little time as you can being on the open angle, being on the pre-fireable angle. Same this side. You want to spend as little time as you want. You don't want to be here because you don't want to get sprayed. I literally have a clip of me just pre-firing the shit out of that guy who's standing behind the box. The way you do it, it's more like this, and you kind of still stay here. Now you were getting shot at, so you slowed down, but it's like let's try to spot it one more time.
We're here. We're here.
Yeah, you shot those extra 2 bullets, which you should not do. The way you want to be pre-firing is always like this. What you did is you shot 2 extra bullets while you were over peeking. If this Viper caught the timing right, if he just did this, he would have been dead. Really deceptive miniature. Not even mistake, it's more like I have to feel it. Did he just tell you he's right side of heaven?
Blocking sight.
He's rooting to
30 seconds
B.
left. Where are you?
It's 3v1. You should absolutely rotate to A right now. Yeah, we did see something on the right side of heaven. Is he though?
Bring them down.
I think he was heaven.
Nice.
Wait, was he
He was
heaven?
heaven.
He was, but on the left side. Alright, either way, you're throwing the round away, simply said. Why? Well, I'm 1 HP, I have to fight. No, you don't. You actually do not. You are a Jett and you have good aim, so you must win the round. And to win the round, well, number 1, of course, we zoom out. Your Cypher has a massive lurk, and you know that the enemy is like somewhere here. Just go A. Just go A. Let's go A. If he rotates, Cypher's gonna have some unexpected angle. You win the round. Now, you decide that you don't want to give your Cypher, your friendly teammate over here, a free kill. There's other ways of winning it, right? Cypher's clone is going down the space, and your Fade is playing right here. So the way you win this is actually not by giving him a free 1v1, even though you know where he is at. It doesn't matter. You're up numbers, you have to trade your teammates. So you scooch to the right. You scooch to the right. Your teammate is planting here behind this wall. The only way enemy's gonna see your Fade planting is if he goes all the way right here, starts spraying him. If he comes from CT, goes all the way right here, he starts spraying him. Like 2 ways of him actually seeing the Fade. The third one, which would be really smart, maybe you can like go right here and bang. He's not that smart. And if this happens, it's like, okay. So the way you want to win this is you don't hold him. You actually position yourself right here. As soon as you hear the Jett shooting from there or there at your Fade, you peek and you kill him. This is the strongest conversion type shit, if you know what I mean. The strongest way of you to convert the round if you don't want to rotate and give your Cypher a free kill. If you're really against Cyphers, you want to trade. Alright, we're back. copy. What are you back from? Nothing changed. 1 second edit. What happened? What happened? Well, actually, when it was 16 and 8, I left for my university for my English type shit lesson, and me and my boy, we had to present about why city, which we study in, is study friendly, user friendly, student friendly. And we were kind of working in the class. I kind of was like, well, if teacher, professor calls up on us and she's like, you present, I would have had some. I would have had some, right?
We're rotating back. That's what our plan was, you know?
So she called on us. Yeah, I did not have the slides this time, but I was like,
Look at there.
empty. I was like, if there's a chance to improve my confidence, my speaking, presenting abilities, it would be right now. It would be right now.
Okay.
My boy on the right,
Position there.
my teammate, which we had to make a presentation with, he's like, well, we can try. Professor agreed. And we did not talk about the presentation at all with my friends, so all I said to him was like,
Seconds left.
let me go first. Let me go first. He's like, all right. So get on top in front of the class. 20 people or something like that. And I begin with a story that I created in the morning, in case. You know, I was like, if you're in 4th grade, you probably
Alright, if he gets bored, he's going to
know that you're gonna want to study somewhere. And by the time you finish your exams, you have to choose a university. And I was talking this bullshit, you know, the usual introduction bullshit.
Oh, that blind sucks. What is that?
My legs start to shake
Wait, one's in smoke and smoke.
like crazy, like for no reason. Nice shot, but again, same rule. Your Yoru has passed the line with his ultimate into the flowers. I want you to follow him next time. All right, cool. Anyways, my legs start to shake like crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why? What's happening? Nothing's happening. My leg's shaking. But I continue, act like I'm confident, you know, not legs on top, hands on top, trying to make eye contact with everyone, trying to keep the nice pace. And I did an introduction, and I look at my friend, and I was like, and one reason why we chose that this country is student friendly is because, and my boy continued, and I'm not even talking, I'm looking at everyone, and yet my legs are still shaking, you know. I don't want to walk. Just look at it. I don't want to walk left and right. I don't want to like move type shit, you know. I don't want to be like this. So I kind of just put my hands like that and just stand there. And the mid presentation, I'm trying to understand why the hell are my legs shaking? Like, why am I nervous? And whenever I don't understand something, I try to bring it back a lot. Like, try to bring it back to the primal days. Men and women, cavemen, and I figured it out. My legs are shaking because back then, if 15 people were staring at you, you probably are about to get eaten and cannibalized by 15 tribe members who have their spears and just looking at you, about to like stab you and eat you. And when 15 predators, humans, let's say, or animals, 15 wolves, are staring at you like that, your body has developed a reaction which is called fight or flight. That's why my leg is just shaking. Like, why are you not running yet, my boy? The only way to overcome that is probably to just stand. Just do this a lot. Just do this a lot. Present a lot. Be unprepared a lot. Talk a lot. And just stand in front of an audience a lot. Because if you don't, your body is not gonna adjust to this feeling. And he's like, if the active time between your presentation is really delayed, then your body's gonna treat it like it's a bad thing, and he's gonna try to run away. It's probably because we weren't prepared, or we weren't even, like, we did not know what the hell we was thinking. Our professor said like 95% of the presentation is preparation. It's like we have like 5% preparation. We don't even know like what we're gonna talk about. The main point of our talk was to include filler words such as like therefore, in addition type shit. I don't think we mentioned any of those, but she just forgot because of how amazing my eye contact and presence and shit like that was. This guy just, he wrote in green letters. That's sick. But yeah, after the presentation, I felt good. I felt like I improved at least something in life today. And we're just gonna bring you the stories. I'm just gonna keep bringing you the stories of weird shit happening to me while we're reviewing a freaking mod. Because it's just...
that smoke screwed me up.
You know.
They're over.
As a Jett, you should really buy a sheriff on your eco rounds. One thing Jett is really good at, and that is punishing the enemies. And you have to, as a Jett main, you have to practice. And one of the ways Jett players, Jett mains, like to punish enemies is killing someone with an off angle and dashing out, in case they don't fade Prowler. It could be pushing these aggressive angles. And in case you take a fight, you always run away. Another thing that Sheriff gives you is fair fights. If enemies are pushing B, you just stand here and you get a fair fight against the Vandal. It goes up to like 40% chance of winning the fight, especially if you're good. When you have a Sheriff and you're a Jett, it also lets you peek unexpectedly. So you have a Sheriff and someone's planning default, you throw the smoke here quickly, you one-tap the guy and you're out. You also could have just one-tapped this skill up. So I want you to buy the Sheriff and practice punishing the enemies. With your dash, ain't Sheriff, ain't smoke, ain't Jett main. Objectively, Jett is a trash character because he has no utility to punish the enemies other than his aim. He doesn't have a molly, he doesn't have flash, he has to rely on his aim. So you have to take those miniature chances that the enemies give you with your dash, with your updraft, your smoke, and you have to punish them. Okay, so 4v4, 2v3. You have to look for 1v1s. Okay, it's a 1v3. Okay. Ah.
One enemy remaining.
He's still peeking. He's okay. Very well played. You took all of the chances and all of the kills they gave you. One thing here, when you get this kill and you dash, you actually can hear a person, which was a Jett, jump middle. Which means that after you kill this Sage, you can actually go side, tap the spike, and just completely isolate the 1v1s. Like that. Then you tap again, and then you kill Cypher. Because it's guaranteed for them to give you a fight. When you're coming back for this Cypher could not even push you, he doesn't need to. Because there's a slow orb, maybe he can cage across into heaven. You know, he can avoid the fight. And the Jett in the middle cannot avoid the fight. So this Cypher could have just stalled, and you would have won. Or at least had a chance, theoretically. Now, enemies are giving you a chance either way, by just peeking here. Like, you kill him, you win the round. All Jett has to do is not peek. In higher ranks, they're not gonna peek you, so you have to play differently. And playing differently means understanding that one guy is really far away, so you go around the site, and then you force the fight with the Jett, and then you force the fight with the Cypher. Because in the future, these Jetts are not just gonna peek you like that. You're gonna have to force them to peek you. Alright, 5v5. Jett has ultimate. Can he cook with his ultimate? Has a really decent aim so far. I really like that. So I'm putting a lot of hopes into your ultimate here. Okay. Quick notification, you gotta subscribe to support the family.
Big main. What's main?
Okay. If you want to upload a VOD of your own, join my Discord, link down below. You're gonna be welcomed by me here in the welcomers tab. You press on VODs. There's a couple of requirements. If you meet the requirements, go ahead and post the VOD. Most likely I'm gonna review it as I'm doing right now. It's time for the clip of the day. In my Discord, you can actually submit a clip. Any Valorant clip, any agent. If it's nice, if it's the best clip of the day, you're gonna get featured on this channel. Now you have to remember
Clearly.
that I actually value brain more than aim. If you just got an ace 1-by-1, here we want to see some outplays, we want to see some crazy ult combos, we want to see some callouts, some sneaky peeky, some high risk stuff, right? If you got an ace and it's like bam bam bam, you kill everyone, that's cool. If it's just 1-by-1, you're getting some pistol kills, not that impressive. So let's look
Retake on like.
at this clip of a gecko. He
He
hears that they're coming in down C, and he throws the molly. The molly is slightly too early, but it doesn't matter because he gets 3. And he gets 4, and he gets 4. And we didn't have to wait for anything. The action is there, it's amazing. Also, another thing that I really liked about this was how this Cypher was shooting at the Jett. He shot all of the bullets, and then he just got knifed. That's crazy. For down numbers, your smoke guy is coming through, and you kind of have to look for fights.
There's 3 main. 3 main.
A little bit too slow, I would say.
Last player
Okay, your
standing.
teammate dies. It's a 1v4.
140.
Practically unwinnable, theoretically. There are 2 ways of you to retake a site. One is you do that individually. 2 is you coordinate your retake with your teammates. Now, coordination most likely look like this. You ask your Brimstone for a smoke main, perhaps smoke art, if you don't have any teammates in there. Then you dash in like this. You check in main, you check in default. Bam, you have sight. Now you ask for the Brimstone to smoke on spike. You go aggressively. When they start spamming, you go into the smoke, you shoot them. If you're not in the mood to coordinate a retake, totally fine. I do that like every time. And can do stuff that you know how to do, right? One of the stuff is spray this wall. Spray this wall. You don't get any kills. Okay, now you have to move further. That means checking these 2 main angles, right? You throw a smoke. You kill this guy, you come back. Okay, we cleared a little bit of space. The main guys are not peeking, you throw the smoke. You're isolated from art. You cleared out another angle. When that happens, you check this corner again. They're not peeking. You check and fight art. Good. And now you have successfully got all of the fights clean. Now it seems a little bit hard to do, and it seems unfair. But which one seems more unfair? The one that I showed you, where it feels like we have a chance, or this
3
one,
main.
where you just got spammed by 3 people,
Maybe 4.
and you're still getting spammed
Last
by 3
player
people,
standing.
140 on.
and you guys just die. Okay, I kind of like... Okay, okay.
Push on site.
Alright,
That's a
4v4. You have CT, you're ready to retake. Your Brimstone is leaving, though.
Yeah, it's right here, 1.
Gotta be careful. One default.
1 more, 1 more.
One default, 1 elbow, 1 long.
Okay,
One default.
Strike down B.
on site. We got
1 enemy
Good.
remaining.
Nice.
Pass is made.
Good round. Now, if you want free kills, I said this in the previous video, maybe you watched it, maybe you didn't. If you decide to hold B, hold this angle, shoot 2 bullets, run away. Another thing you can do is you can stand here as Jett. They plant, free kill. They don't plant, this is a really strong angle. If someone mollies you, you can always leave as Jett. Another thing Jetts can do is they can actually... You jump from here, you float, and hold this angle. Free damage, and also probably something like this with the dash. You're standing in the spot anyone can stand in. And also, retake. You know where people are, you should call them out. Once you figure out where every enemy is, it becomes 10 times easier to retake a site. At least call them out for yourself. It would be ideal if you communicated with your teammates, you know what I mean? Okay, it's gonna be an A retake. 3v5.
Wait, that is not a good smoke. That is really not a good smoke.
when it's 3 versus 5, you either need to be as silent as possible, or you need there to be as much chaos as possible.
Ah, yep, holding it, say that.
Alright,
Ran back.
alright, this is a strong angle. I've never faced this
yeah.
angle before, to be honest.
Ah, yep.
Probably because it's a dumb angle, he can get picked from 2 sides. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. If you want me to keep bringing you stories, hit that like button and share and subscribe. And now a clip. By the way, it's just a bottle. It's just a bottle. It just looked kind of weird when you put like this next to the microphone. It seems like it's like some type of a gun holder, but just a bottle.